Last video of this series. If this was only your first video, I transcribed Tony Robbins' affirmations for the 5 things you should say to yourself every day. This is the last one. And I'm adding EFT tapping to include the reprogramming of my subconscious by saying these affirmations. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. I am in control of my attitude. This one was a big one for me. I grew up with, let's just say, my mother challenging me on my attitude. And by the time I was a teenager, as rebellious teenagers do, I was very sassy, very rebellious, very defensive. My inner 13, 14, and 15-year-old is still in there, 16-year-old, she's still in there. And by the time I was 14, I bought myself a t-shirt that says, I love my attitude. What I didn't know at the time, though, was I was programming myself for negativity because I was resisting what she was actually saying. Instead of being shown that my attitude was actually shaping my reality, that my attitude was creating negativity in my life, it was attracting the things I didn't want. I felt criticized and chastised, so I rebelled. So this is for my inner 14-year-old, 15-year-old, and 13 through 16. This is for her. This was for all of you out there who have that rebellious teenager in you, and your attitude shapes your reality. Here we go. No matter what happens today, no matter what challenges come my way, I decide how I respond. Reactions are a choice. Responses are a choice. I choose to respond. Reactions are reactive, reacting. Responses are choosing to create in the moment. I choose to be a creator. I am in control of my attitude. My mindset is a choice. My perspective is power, and I refuse to give that power away. Nothing outside of me determines how I feel. Only I do. I don't let circumstances, negativity, or distractions dictate my attitude or my emotions. I decide how I show up. I decide the energy I bring. I decide the state of mind I carry into every situation. I decide how to show up. I decide the energy I bring. I decide the state of mind I carry into every situation. Difference between being a victim in the past or being present in the moment. Life is unpredictable. People are unpredictable. I cannot control everything that happens, but I can control my attitude. I can always choose patience over frustration, confidence over doubt, gratitude over stress. That was a big one for me. I can always choose patience over frustration or bitterness for my projectors, anger for my manifestors, confidence over doubt, gratitude over stress. I am not reactive. I am intentional. I am not reactive. I am intentional. I choose to be present and to be a creator. I am intentional. I don't let small things steal my peace. I don't let setbacks steal my focus. I don't let negativity take root in my mind anymore. I stay centered, I stay disciplined, and I stay in control of my mind. Attitude is everything. It shapes my actions, my decisions, and my results. A strong attitude creates momentum, keeps me resilient, and fuels my drive. The right attitude turns obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into comebacks, problems into possibilities. If I carry the right attitude, I can handle anything. No challenge is too big. No situation is too overwhelming. No person has the power to bring me down unless I allow it. I refuse to allow it. I am responsible for the energy I bring into every room, every conversation, and every challenge. I don't let stress make my decisions. I don't let frustration control my words. I don't let distractions pull me away from my purpose. My attitude determines my experience, and I make the choice to approach every situation with strength, confidence, and clarity. There will always be things I cannot control. There will always be moments that test me, and I welcome these moments because they remind me of my power. When things get hard, I get stronger. When things go wrong, I stay grounded and centered. When life challenges me, I step up. My attitude is not dependent on my circumstances, it's dependent on me. I don't complain, I adjust. I don't blame, I adapt. I don't wait for things to be perfect anymore. I make the best of what's in front of me now. I don't waste my energy on things I cannot change. I focus on what I control, what I can control, which is me, my mindset, and my responses. That is where the power is. That is where I keep my focus. Every day I wake up with a choice. I can let the world dictate my mood, or I can take charge of it. I can let distractions pull me down, or I can stay focused on my vision. I can give my attention to problems, or I can give my attention to solutions. My attitude creates my reality. My thoughts create my outcomes. I am not controlled by my circumstances. I rise above them. I keep my mind sharp, disciplined, and my emotions steady and centered. I keep my perspective strong. When others are stressed, I stay calm. When others are stressed, I stay calm. When others are stressed, I stay calm. When I am stressed, I stay calm. When others give up, I keep going forward. When others complain, I look for solutions. This is who I am. This is how I operate. This is what makes me unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am a Porsche with no brakes. I don't need batteries today. I am unstoppable today. If you haven't seen the Indian version of Unstoppable by Sia, I highly recommend it. Look it up. It's on YouTube. It's hilarious. This is the difference maker. This is what separates those who live with purpose from those who just drift. Success, happiness, and fulfillment is not about luck. It is about intention. It is about showing up every day with the right focus, the right attitude, and the right energy. I am responsible for my life. I am capable of figuring it out. I have so much to be grateful for. I am here to grow. No matter what happens, no matter what shows up in my day, I am in control of my attitude. Blessed be. Thank you, Tony Robbins. Love, love. This is In Bliss here. Walk in bliss today.